Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for another recap of Black Ink Crew Chicago. This is season 6, episode 11, and it was titled Hot Off the Presses. All right, I already know I'm a day late. Let me tell y'all, okay, I had a couple orders to complete, and I just finished one, so I was just like, all right, I didn't even watch it on regular TV, so I don't even have my notes. I watched it on the VH1 app, so bear with me as I try to remember what happened. I mean, because I just kind of wrote down some chicken scratch notes while I was watching on the app and doing other stuff. It really wasn't a whole lot. It mainly took place in Second City, London, and then at the baby shower. That was pretty much it. Well, which was in New York. All right, so it opened up with Charmaine talking about what happened last week with the whole Tribune doing the whole article on her shop not being licensed. She really trying to play it off for the tattoo artists that are still in there. So Plug, Drea, and Fly. She trying to play it off. She like it was the article was supposed to be about an all female shop, but yet they wanted to put in the article that we wasn't registered. I mean, what did she think they wasn't going to do their research or whatever like that? Then she was like, the dudes at 9 Meg, they probably talking about me or whatever, and saying I don't know how to do business. And of course they was, because they panned over there to 9 Meg and Ryan. I think Ford was there, Dime. They was all talking about Charmaine not putting that stuff in. They like, how you open up a building and you ain't got it registered? That's the same stuff we want to know. Like, that's the first step that you're supposed to do when you opening up your business. So they like, that could shut them down. That could get like a cease and desist. And then Ryan started telling us how in Chicago, artists don't need to be licensed. He say they don't need, yeah, they don't need to be licensed, but the shop needs to be licensed or whatever like that. And anybody who is tattooing in their shop that's not licensed can lose whatever like certification or whatever they have to tattoo, and the shop can ultimately be shut down and it's no more business or whatever like that. What happened? Oh, so then Charmaine was saying that she has the paperwork or the application is still in process. Like, she was really making up a whole lot of excuses as to why she didn't get this thing registered. And it didn't really add up to me because like I can understand like if she just put it to the back burner when her mom died because that's something shocking and stuff like that. But she opened up this shop way before her mom passed away, so I don't understand why she didn't have the paperwork. She was saying that she was missing something and then she was supposed to fill it out, but she didn't get around to filling it out, and it was just sitting on her desk, and then everything happened and her mom died and then she got pregnant and all this other stuff happened. That should have been top priority. Why was that or just sitting on your desk all willy-nilly and ain't nobody fill it out? That don't even like it don't even sound right. And so then they flash back to 9 Meg when Ryan was saying that the Tribune had interviewed him and asked him a couple questions and stuff like that. Like, what about Charmaine and is it competition for you and stuff? And he was basically like, no, she not on my level. And she really not on his level as far as tattooing because she, first of all, she don't even tattoo. Ryan been in the game way longer. And of course he gonna big up his shop. He not gonna say, "Oh yeah, she top competition or whatever like that. She gonna outbeat us." And no, she not gonna. He not gonna say that. He gonna of course say that his business is the best or whatever like that. So he said that in the article or whatever. Like she not competition and so forth like that. And like I said, back in Second City, Charmaine downplaying her not having this license or not having this thing registered or whatever like that. She basically talking about something. We're not gonna worry about that. We gonna worry more about my baby shower in New York City, who coming and stuff. I mean, the baby shower is important too, but don't you think you should get this registration set away and filled out and filed? Like, is it in the process or is it not filled out? Somebody make it make sense. Then we see not London. We in London. We see Jess. She visited her old shop and stuff like that. They welcome her back, and her best friend Steven is there. She basically they just cut up together. They ain't never sleep together. They have never had no relationship or whatever together. But at first she thought about it, but then he had so many baby mamas and girlfriends and stuff. She was like, nah, maybe we'll just be friends. So it's been working for them for like 8 years or whatever. She had a client that came in there. Of course, she had to tell like her whole story on how she is mad at herself because the reason why she took Charmaine up on going to the United States because she was getting too comfortable and she needed a challenge. So she took up the deal for with Charmaine, and so she was mad at herself that she didn't fight hard enough and so forth like that. So she basically trying to weigh her pros and cons on going back to the United States. Then we see Charmaine. She in the car with Kit, and she just, I mean, they was just basically chit chatting. And you know, they in New York. Charmaine was saying like the flight was too long, and what's that? Wait a minute, because I might have no, I think okay, because I told y'all I was trying. Because if I skip something, please forgive me. Because yeah, I told I was just writing and doing stuff, writing and making this stuff. Oh, so they in the car. So Charmaine basically telling Kid, don't be popping up to, you gonna pop up to CC's or whatever like that. She was like, girl, no, I'd rather swallow asinine, or what she say? Did she say asinine? She said something, child. She rather kill herself before she go season them. And then the producers was like, you gonna hop over there to 113 and say hi, whatever like that. And she was just basically like, yeah, no, that won't be happening or whatever. She was like, is the Pope a Muslim? I was like, okay, she really don't like them, for real, for real. Then we flash back to London, and Steven and Jess, they hanging out at the bar or whatever like that. They basically just going through old stories and stuff when they both got drunker than a skunk. And that's why Jess was like partying and stuff like that. She was like, as when she first when she was in the shop, she was like, yeah, they don't party like us. They looking at me like I was crazy because I was just like, oh, and they like she said that's how we do in London. So apparently her and Steven get down like that because they was both talking about how drunk they had got one time, and the girlfriend had called Jess up and was fussing at her and stuff, and she was just like, I'm drunk too, or whatever. So they was just basically just chatting it up about old times. And then he asked her, you know, what's tea? Like, what's going on? Like, why you back in London? And she told him, like, look, it was just like a rough time over there in the United States. Charmaine flipped out. She brought this girl Kit to the thing, and he like, oh, she brought another tattoo artist. She was like, no, I'm like a makeup artist. He was like, huh? She was like, he's like a brand ambassador. Like, he was trying to figure it out. He was just as confused as all of us. Okay, so she told him how Charmaine had flipped the switch. He was like, all right, good. Then what, you going back? Like, I don't think you should go back. You should basically stay here. But she said she thinking about going back, and she wanted to take him with her or whatever. But he said he got a lot going on, so he's gonna try to move some things around. So we might see him in the States. Who knows? Then we see, I think we at the baby shower. So I think we at the baby shower, whatever like that. Ryan is there with all his basically his exes. Well, Danielle really wasn't an ex. She kissed his cheek, and then that's when her boyfriend had thought that she was sleeping with Ryan or something like that. I do remember that vaguely. And then he was with that girl Ariel. What's that girl name? Rachel. She wasn't there. Kit was there, and Kit was saying like they ain't talked since Ryan and Kit ain't talked since before they didn't talk at some. Did they talk at Summer Jam? She was like they ain't talked since then or whatever like that. And he was all next to Ariel and Danielle taking pictures or whatever like that. He had his little chest. What she say? He got his little chesticles out. I was like, yo, you press and y'all ain't even dating. But yeah, but Ryan said he wanted to clear the air about what went on in the Tribune, so Charmaine don't think it's no other like motives or anything like that. But he don't really think that it's the right time to do it since it's her baby shower like that. Then we see Plug. He at the shop. Jess calls him via FaceTime. Plug is like, because she was like, well, I'm thinking about coming back. He got all excited and stuff like that. And so then he ran down the team. He was like, look, we ain't even got no license. It's a whole article in the paper. And so Jess was like, what? That's some serious stuff. Like, they could shut down the shop. Like, y'all could lose your license. Like, it's different rules and regulations. So she was just breaking it down. And then we see, because I was wondering why, like, if Jess was managing partner, like, why she didn't check over the paperwork and all this other stuff. But they showed a flash before the shop opened, and Charmaine had told Jess that she had, because Jess was like, you got all the paperwork, you got everything done, and Charmaine had told Jess that she had all that taken care of. So Charmaine was up there stunting and profiling for what? Like, if you ain't had the paperwork, tell her, like, look, girl, I ain't got the registration together like that. But if you could help me fill this out or something. Like, she ain't say nothing to the girl. She told that girl she had everything in place. So Jess was under the impression that everything was in place. But if I was Jess, I would have checked behind Charmaine, because she knows Charmaine is not I don't know. She got other businesses though, so I don't know. Don't she got like a cooking thing or something like that? So she shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it just went off on that strength that Charmaine know a little bit about some business and stuff like that. But child, she is not good with paperwork, because they showed a flashback of her at that tattoo convention, and I remember she ain't even had no damn the paperwork for Ryan. He the main tattoo child. So Jess was basically like, all right, I gotta call Drea or whatever like that and tell him, what's going on. And so then we at the baby shower again. Kit, like I said, she pressed like a panini, and her and Ryan ain't even dating, and she keep looking at him and acting like she don't really care that he not talking to her, but yet she keep mentioning it. And then when he come over there to the bar or whatever like that, he was like, well, you ain't coming over to the bar or something like that. He was like, no, she was like, well, what I'm supposed to I think he said something like she was hiding or not going over to the bar because he was over there or something. I forgot how the dialogue went, child. But she was like, well, you ain't been talking to me since Summer Jam, so you fine or whatever. He was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I ain't paying you no disrespect if you ever come in here with a partner and stuff like that. And she was like, what kind of disrespect? And he like, who you getting loud with? She was like, ain't nobody getting loud. Like, they going back and forth like they dating. Is they dating or not? Like, just let us know and stop all this extra nonsense, all this we ain't dating, we friends bullshit. But y'all acting all like y'all dating or something like that. Who cares? If y'all dating, that's y'all life. Live it. Anyway, did they cut the cake and all that other stuff too? I think they had already cut the cake. No, they didn't. They didn't cut the cake. I'm lying. So ignore that part. They at the party, they jamming and stuff. Baby shower lit. Charmaine, she looked real cute. She had a little conversation with Neek Mom, and Neek Mom was also like, you my daughter. I know I can't take the place of your mom and stuff like that, but you're my daughter. I thought that was real sweet. And her and Charmaine getting along. Oh, and at the baby shower, Charmaine was meeting Neek's family because they all from Flatbush. So she was meeting his extended family and stuff like that. And she was nervous to see if they was going to, take her in, because Charmaine the twerk queen and all this other foolishness in the past. But they embraced her real well. So that was fine. Then we see Drea, she partying or whatever like that. Jess calls her. Drea goes outside to talk to Jess. Jess told her what was going on, and she was like, wait, what? Because, like I said, Charmaine downplayed not having that paperwork. So she goes back in, and she like, look, I know it's Charmaine's baby shower and stuff like that, and it's probably not the right time, but I want the truth. I need answers and stuff like that. And I don't really blame her. Like, for real, like, because when was she going to get the answers that she needed? And she went over there real calm, like she wasn't trying to fuss or nothing like that. She went over there and she talked to Charmaine. Here go Danielle. Well, this is a baby shower. You really think this is the time for that? She pregnant and stuff. She was pregnant before, honey. Shut up, Danielle. But at any rate, Drea was just like, I know, I understand that, but I really need to get this out because I need to really know the truth. Here goes Charmaine with another excuse, and this time I don't even know if it's the real, because the shop had opened up before these people moved into the shop and the tattoo. So she gonna say that the reason the registration wasn't completed is because the person who owned the building went and signed the lease because Zach and Fly was fighting, and they was fighting over Drea, and it's Drea's fault that they ain't the lease ain't signed, and if they weren't fighting over you, then it would have been signed and all this other stuff. And I'm like, But they wasn't even there in the shop when you opened up the shop. This is paperwork that should have been signed prior to them fighting. So now you lying on Drea because you ain't get. So she flipped this all around and put it on Drea and said that Drea, it was her fault that they was fighting over her. And I'm like, now we lying? Like, come on now, Charmaine. I like you and everything like that, but that was just wrong. That was really wrong. And so she basically flipped Drea the bird and told her, F you, go on about your business, deuces. So she done lost another tattoo artist. Then she cutting the cake and stuff, and Ryan, he drunk. He heckling her and stuff like that. Talking about something, you got a license. What they say? You got a license and something to use that knife or whatever. So he just heckling her, stuff like that. So she getting irritated and stuff. And then she said that she wasn't going to say nothing about what was going on but at her baby shower, but she going to say it to him anyway. So she go over there to Ryan with a whole attitude talking about is you here to support me or hate me? Like, what's with the article in the Tribune and stuff like that? And he was like, yo, first of all, this is what they asked me. They asked me, was you competition? No, you're not competition. Like, I don't see no competition. You just started up. What I'm going to say you competition for? You not on my level. Point blank, period. That's true facts. So, he was like, look, you should know what's going on. Like, when they put that, them quotes in the paper that you said that I was shooting up the place and I could have got locked up and all this other stuff. You claim you ain't say that. So you know how they twist stuff up. So just welcome to the world. It's your turn or whatever. Child, she ain't like that. She was just like, oh no, he told her that she needed to get her shit together, whatever like that, which is true. Like, you really need to get your stuff together. So he told her to go get her stuff together. She basically was like, go F yourself, Ryan, F you, and then she deuced out. That was the end of the episode. Yeah, I think that was the end of the episode because we know when you watch it on VH1, they show like extra clips. But I think that was the end of the extra show, the episode. Next week we're gonna finally see these test results, child. It's for the baby daddy, and then we're gonna see that Charmaine received some cease and desist on her shop, and then Van and Don gonna get into it. We'll see. But anyway, y'all, that was the episode of Black Ink Crew Chicago. Let me know how you felt about this episode. Let me know what y'all felt about this review. Again, I do apologize that it is late. It has been a busy week and a girl is exhausted. Look, I ain't even do my hair yet, y'all. But yeah, just let me know what y'all think. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And for those who are already subscribed, thank you very, very much. I really, 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 really appreciate your support. Thank you. Please share with your friends and then hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new stuff. All right, y'all. Enough rambling. Peace.